Hello everyone, my name is Jackie and today I'm showing you the 10 book series I definitely want to finish in 2021. So let's dive right into it. So the first one is the Discovery series by Kristen Zagarelli, the first one being The Last Sarah, which I read and absolutely adored, followed by The Caged Queen and The Sky Weaver, which I both haven't yet read. It's about a girl named Asha who is a dragon slayer because dragons are too dangerous. One almost destroyed her city, so she has to protect her father's kingdom by slaying dragons. Which is why stories are dangerous, because stories lure dragons to people. The whole concept sounded really fascinating to me, so I really enjoyed The Last Sarah, but for some reason I never got to the second or third book. So I definitely need to finish that this year. The next series I need to finish is The Dark Artificers by Cassandra Clare, starting with Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows and Queen of Air and Darkness. I only have to read the last one. So this whole series is set in the Shadowhunter world and it follows Emma and her parabatai Julian, who lived in the Los Angeles Institute. And my favorite part about these books is definitely the relationship between all the siblings, because Julian has a lot of siblings, most of them younger, and he takes care of all the younger ones, and it's just so adorable and cute, and I love the younger siblings. And the ending of Lord of Shadows broke my heart, and I'm kind of terrified to read on because it's going to be so sad. But I really want to read on, partly because I want to read the other books by Cassandra Clare, but also just because I need to know what happens to the other siblings. The next series I need to finish is the True Blood or Suki Stackhouse series by Jelaine Harris. I'm not picking up the whole stack, but those are the books I own and haven't read, and I think there's one I need to buy. So there's still a bit to go, but they're rather short, so that shouldn't be a problem. So this series is about Suki Stackhouse, who lives in a small town. She's a waitress, but what no one knows is she can hear everyone's thoughts around her, until one day a vampire walks into the bar where she works and she can't hear his thoughts. And after that everything's happening. So the books, I think, are mysteries or crimes, something along the lines. There's also a TV series which I watched and really loved, except for the ending. I don't like the ending. But yeah, I really enjoyed what I've read so far, and I definitely need to finally finish this series. The next series I need to finish is the Nevernight series by J. Kristoff, the second one being God's Grave and the third one Dog Dawn, which I haven't yet bought, and I've only read the first book, so I have a bit to go. And Nevernight follows Mia Cover, who trains to become an assassin, and in the first half of the book we follow her going to this assassin school. It's really interesting. She has this shadow cat who follows her everywhere, who is really funny, and there are a lot of footnotes with additional information to the world, which is really interesting, and a lot of interesting characters. It's rather dark, which I don't normally read, but I really enjoyed this book, so I definitely need to read God's Grave and Dog Dawn. And the next series I need to finish is The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead, with the second one being Midnight Jewel and the third one The Emerald Sea. I only read the first one, and I think they're technically companion novels. The first one follows Adelaide, who is a countess, and she wants to escape her arranged marriage, so she poses as her servant and becomes part of the Glittering Court, who are supposed to train low-born girls to become more upper class, and then they are shipped off to the New World to marry merchants there. So she basically goes from one arranged marriage to possible another one, which is a weird idea. But yeah, but she finds some friends, and of course there's a love story, and I think the second and third follow her two friends she makes in the Glittering Court. So yeah, but I never got around to reading them, so I definitely need to get to them, because the first and second I had for way too long on my shelves. So the next series I need to read are the Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. I've read The Hidden Oracle, The Dark Prophecy, and The Burning Maze. I still need to read The Tyrant's Tomb, and I still need to buy and then read The Tower of Nero. This series follows Apollo after he was cast out from Olympus by his father and made mortal. And now he has to navigate the mortal world as a mortal boy, while also trying to save all the oracles. It's as always hilarious. We get to see a lot of favorites from the other series. It's also a bit sad from time to time. So while this is not my favorite of Rick Riordan's series, I really enjoy them and I definitely want to finish them. The next series I really want to finish is the Darker Shades of Magic series by W.E. Schwab. The first one being A Darker Shade of Magic, the second one A Gathering of Shadows, and the last one A Conjuring of Light. So I still only need to read the last book, which is a chunker, so I put it off for a bit. But in A Darker Shade of Magic we follow Cal, who is the only one who can move between worlds. So he lives in London, and there are 4 other Londons which he could potentially visit. We have Black London, Grey London, White London and Red London. With Black London being destroyed, Grey London being our London. I think Cal lives in Red London, and White London also has a lot of, and Red and White London both have magic. Yeah, so he can walk between those, but he illegally takes little trinkets with him from the other Londons, or brings something over there. So at one point that ends not that well for him, let's say it like that. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first 2 books, so I definitely need to finally finish this series. I'm starting to realize that I'm saying the same thing about all the series. Yes, I definitely need to finish them, that's why they're in this video. But, well, we're just rolling with it. Alright, we're nearing the end of this list, with the next series being An Ember in the Ashes by Sava Tahir. The second book is A Torch Against the Night, the third one A Reaper at the Gate, and the fourth and last one being A Sky Beyond the Storm. And I've only read An Ember in the Ashes, but a lot of people really love this series, so I definitely want to finish it. But I think I have to reread the first one before I can get to the other ones, because I have forgotten nearly everything. The first one is about Laia, whose brother is arrested for treason, and she wants to save him, but the rebels only will help her if she infiltrates the Empire's greatest military academy, where she meets Elias, who is the son of the commander. But he's not entirely happy with this. So yeah, I really liked the first one, but I never picked up the rest, and now I've forgotten most of it, so I definitely need to reread it and then finish the whole series. Okay, this is the second to last series I need to read, is the Imperium Trilogy, the first book being Furyborn. This is an arc, that's why it looks like that. The second one being Kingsbane, and the third one Lightbringer. And I've only read Furyborn, but I really liked it. It's about 2 queens who live 1,000 years apart. Both of them prophesied, one of them to destroy the world and one to save it. And it jumps between the 2 times, and you don't know which queen is which is really interesting. A concept, I think. I really like the first one. This is another one I should probably reread, because I don't think I remember enough to understand the second and third. But yeah, I really like the first one. So, and the last series I definitely want to finish this year is The Rise of the Empress by Julie C. Dow. The first book being Forest of 1,000 Lanterns, then Kingdom of the Blazing Phoenix, and lastly Song of the Crimson Flower. I've read only the first one. It's a Snow White retelling and an evil queen origin story. It's about this girl whose mother grooms her to become the next Empress. So after the Emperor's wife dies, she marries him and tries to take over as much power as possible. But he of course has a little daughter from his first wife, and the second one follows said daughter, and I don't know what the last one is about, so I don't want to spoil myself, so I'm not going to look. But I really loved the first book, and I really liked our main character, which was kind of sad because she's going to be evil. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to finally finish this series. Alright, those are the 10 series I want to definitely finish this year. I own a couple of more where everything is out, and I still haven't read all of it, but those are the ones I will prioritize and really try to finish this year. For the most part, I think it's actually manageable, but we'll see. We'll see how this reading year goes. So if you've read any of this, let me know down below what you thought, but please no spoilers. Let me also know what book series you definitely want to finish in 2021, because I would love to chat to you about them. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!